Wait! Still Monday, just put up issue 1. Ego Spitz, poem, article by him about Punk for the Homeless. I think it's called Path, P4TH if you want to look it up. So they've got a couple of gigs going on down in England, down in Boston, and it's just like a band list and sort of what they're doing and stuff. It's a poem about the BNP and how they don't speak for Christians, because like it's not happened yet, but someone's going to go, oh, you're a Christian, you must be with the BNP, and I'm going to have to just, explain casually to them that the BNP definitely are pretty much just not Christians. I don't know where they're getting their stuff from. It's beyond me. Anyway, it's just like a really quick one. This isn't going to be like a sort of 10-minute nail gun job. This is just really short, really simple. Just like I've sort of been thinking today. Since I did the last video about 2 hours ago, anyway. Like people are going to be like, oh well, if I don't believe in God, does he still even give a crap? Like, you know what I mean? Does he even want anything to do with me if I don't believe in him? Yeah. So I'm going to read you a little bit. This is 2 Peter 3, what is it, verse 9? Yeah, verse 9. Just like the second part, the first part's about timing and stuff like that. It's not really, it's important, don't get me wrong, it's important, but this is sort of the key bit for what I'm going to be talking about. He is patient with you, not wanting anyone to perish, but to come to repentance. So, first part, he is patient. That's why it's taken 2,000 years plus for Jesus to return. It's not been 2,000 years since he was resurrected and taken back up into the clouds. But, it's getting there. 2011 years since he was born, depending on when you do the date thing. I know he wasn't literally born December 25th, 0. Okay? But the other bit, the really important bit, not wanting anyone to perish, but to come to repentance. Now, if you think about that, perish, perishing, what is that? Is death. Yeah. Paul tells us in Romans, the wages of sin are death. Okay? God doesn't want that for you. That's what that bit means. The next bit, wanting to come to repentance. If you go all the way back to Genesis, with the original sin of Adam and Eve, God was like, well, you know what? Because you sinned, I can't be around you. You've done wrong. You're going to have to leave the garden and go out into the earth. I know it's not literal, it's a paraphrase. Just try to keep it nice and simple and digestible. Okay? So then, it's like, he wants us to come to repentance. What does that mean, repentance? That's basically just, saying, you know what, God, I've screwed up. I should have stayed on your path. You're the righteous one, you know what's good for me, and I screwed up big time, and I'm sorry for that, can you please forgive me? It's not a complicated thing. It's just admitting you were wrong, basically, and saying sorry. So I was just kind of hoping I could maybe just compact that sort of bit, not try to tie it up in a little long, but just like sort of just take it and make it really digestible and really easy to understand, so that if a non-Christian or a non-Catholic or someone who is not of faith, of Christian faith, comes along and sees this and is like, what, Christianity, I don't get, like, why does God give a crap about me and all that, they can watch this and understand it. So yeah, if you find the Facebook page, just type in BoughtInBlood, spaces, capitals at the start of each word. It'll come up, it's got the PX thing, I've forgotten what it's called. But yeah, it's music, Mohawks and Jesus. And then when it says not in any particular order, it's just been trying to be funny, but we've got all sorts of stuff. We've got bands, we've got discussions, we've got all that sort of stuff. And as always, if you've got questions, you know where the comment button is. If you don't want to ask it in public and on the open forum of comment format, then just send me a private message, send me an email. It's BoughtInBlood@gmail.com. I'm sure either that or it's BoughtInBloodEasy@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description. Yeah, just hit me up if you've got questions. Like it, dislike it, pass it on. All my stuff's if it's software, it would be shareware. I don't know what the video term is, but basically you can download this and put it on discs and give it to people, provided you don't make a profit from it. I'm cool with that. Just, you know, if you come across this and you're like, I could use this in my youth group, this guy's, he's not fantastic, but he's not a heretic. Excellent, you know. Download it, put it on disc, show it to your youth group. I'm alright with that. You know what I mean? It'd be nice if you don't. It'd be a real encouragement if you could tell me that you were doing it, but if time doesn't permit and stuff, then I'm okay. Alright. But yeah, just cheers very much for listening to me rant on for 6.5 minutes almost. And I hope you have a nice evening, and I don't know when I'm posting the next one, so I'll say a nice month, you know. Until I see you again. Shalom.